Hello, welcome back to my channel That's Princess Things. In this HTML tutorials up to now we have seen many things about HTML classes and HTML basics and HTML attributes. Many things we have seen. If you didn't watch those videos, go to the HTML tutorials playlist and watch all those videos. Now today we are going to deal about a HTML ID attribute. Just as a class attribute which I have seen in the previous video, just same as a class attribute, we have an ID attribute which is used to specify a unique ID for the HTML elements, unlike a class attribute, whereas a class attribute have a specific same classes, similar class names for different HTML elements, but ID will be a different and unique ID for the different HTML elements we can have. We can't have more than one element with the same ID in the HTML document. Using the ID attribute, this ID attribute specifies an unique ID for the HTML element. The value of ID attribute must be unique with the HTML element. The ID attribute is used to point a specific type declaration in the style sheet, like how the classes are used to specific give stylings for the HTML elements. Likewise, the HTML ID attribute also used to specify the specific styling decorations for the style sheet. Declaration in the style sheet. It is also used by JavaScript to access and manipulate elements with the specific, just like classes. The main difference for the classes and the ID will be the classes will be the same for different HTML elements, but the ID which is a ID value or name by using this ID attribute will be unique for the different HTML elements. That is the main difference. The syntax for the ID is a hash character followed by the ID name, whereas in the class is a period character followed by the class name. Here is the hash followed by the ID name. Then we can specify the CSS properties within the curly braces. By this we are going to apply the styles for the ID attributed HTML elements. The elements with the ID attribute by this ID name. The following example is that we can see here we have an HTML element that having a ID name as my header. You can observe here having a h1 element with the ID name as my header. How I am going to use this ID name for the styling purpose by using the following syntax, that is a hash ID name, hash followed by the ID name. Within the curly braces I am going to give the specific properties which I am going to apply for the specific HTML element. I have to giving this my header content which is of ID tag my header, which is a background color is light blue and black color. Text and padding 40 pixel and text alignment will be center. Let's see how the output will look like here. Like you can observe here, the output will be like this, light blue color and the text is centered and 40 pixel will be the padding. So by using this ID attribute also we can apply styling same as classes. We can also I'm making you difference here for the class and ID. I'm making the same one with the class name called class. I'm giving the same name. It's okay, no problem. I can apply the same stylings for this also. Same stylings, but I'm specifying that by using the class here. So the following syntax will be how it will look like, that is period followed by the class name. Likewise, so I'm running this example. Let's see the difference. You can see the same, but I'm using the ID attribute here with the name called my header. I'm using a class attribute here with the name called my header. This is a class, this is the element, HTML element with the class element my header. This is the HTML element with the ID my header. I am applying the same styling for both. I am getting the output like this. Like this we can style elements by using the class attribute or ID attribute. Both are similar. So like ID name is a case sensitive. Likewise a class name will be case sensitive and ID name will be case sensitive. And next, ID name must contain at least one character and should not contain white spaces or tabs. ID name should be valid only if you have any characters only. It doesn't contain white spaces. We have to follow the particular precautions while writing the class name or ID name. The difference between the class and ID, as we discussed earlier, the class name should be a multiple used by multiple HTML elements, while an ID name must be unique and most only used for one HTML element within the page. Within the web page we have created, we have to use the unique ID name. Don't use the same ID name with for different HTML elements. So that is the main difference we have for the class and the ID attributes. So you can observe here the example where we have given a clear difference about between the class and the ID attribute. Let's see this example. to get a clarity on that. It's taking load time. Let's see, observe here. I'm taking a h1 with my header attribute, and there is a class of city London, and next a class of city London, Paris and city. So id is only one my header. We can't apply my header as a here also I can't view id as my header. The unique id we have to specify, but the class name will be similar. You can observe here multiple elements with the class name is city same, but an element with the unique id, that is my header. You can apply stylings for all the elements in the class name city dot period city. The syntax will be in the curly braces. We have to apply the following properties, and my header we can apply the properties for the id for the HTML element having id as my header. Let's see the example here. So id, I'm getting the my header stylings is background blue color. I'm getting these things, and for the class city, which is the London, Paris, Tokyo content. For the class city, applying stylings by using the syntax called period followed by the class name, and in the curly braces I am applying properties for the stylings, which is background color and padding. I'm getting these things as outputs. Likewise, you have to observe the main difference between the class and attributes. ID will be different and unique for different HTML elements, but class names will be same for multiple HTML elements. So not only for designing HTML elements, we can use IDs for the bookmark and links also. HTML bookmarks with ID and also links. These HTML bookmarks are also used to allow the readers to jump to a specific part of a web page. So if the web page is too long, then you have to jump from one part to another part, then we can use these bookmarks. Bookmarks are useful for if a web page is too long, we can jump to the specific part as your requirement. To use this bookmark, we first create it and then add a link. First we have to create a particular bookmark, and then you have to link further to get that one. Then the link is linked and the page will scroll to the location with that bookmark. Then you have to link that particular bookmark and we have to scroll the page to the particular location. First create how to create a bookmark for that. Now you have to create a bookmark with an ID attribute. By using the ID attribute, we can create a bookmarks. Like H2 is the ID attribute. I am giving C4 chapter. We have seen similar topic while seeing on the jumping of a web page. Then we have to add a link for that. That is how we add links, as we had discussed here. We are adding links by using a tag. We are having a hyperlink reference h is equal to, we have to specify the particular ID name here. Whichever ID name we have given the C4, we have to specify that by using a hash followed by that name. By specifying these things, we can jump to the particular one. Let's see this example to get a clarity on that. And so first we have to create that bookmark, and then we have to link that bookmark from the same web page to jump on that particular thing. Or we can also add a link to that page by using these things like h reference is equal to that particular link followed by the hash and followed by that ID name. So jump to the chapter. These two methods we can use to jump the particular a web page. Like you can see, I'm giving a ID for the C4 one and C10 one. If I click on that chapter 4, jump to the chapter 4, I'm jumping to the 4th chapter. Or I'm run this. Here link is also clicked, so the color will be changed. I'm going to the chapter 10. If I click on this, I'm jumping to the chapter 4. What going to happen here? I'm specifying the ID first for the particular chapters, chapter 10 and chapter 4. ID is equal to C4 and ID equal to C10, and I'm using that ID as in the links from the upper part. Like jump to the 4th part, I'm giving a reference of a hash and followed by the ID name, and a h reference hash followed by the ID name. So likewise, we can jump to the particular web pages by using this ID attribute. Using the ID attribute in JavaScript. For the classes, we have two useful things. One, classes are used for styling purposes and for JavaScript. And ID is also used for styling purposes in JavaScript. For IDs, we can also use that as a jumping ones. To jump from particular location to another location. If the web page is too long, we can also add advantage for these IDs, and the IDs will be unique. It has to be unique for different HTML elements. Let's see how to use ID as in JavaScript. ID attribute is real JavaScript to specify some task for the specific element. Just JavaScript access elements with a specific ID with this method. How we will have a get element by ID method. Similarly, for the classes, we have a get element by class name. Here we have a get element by ID. In that method, we have to specify the particular ID name. Then we have to get access to that particular element, HTML element. I am writing a small script here, JavaScript, which is by using this ID attribute function I am getting display result. In that I am using document dot get element by ID. I am writing this method get element by ID. In that document I am using this method get element by ID. Here ID name is my header. What I am doing, I am changing the inner HTML as have a nice day. I am changing the particular content which is having a HTML element of which is having the HTML element my header, ID as my header. I am changing that particular content as a inner HTML have a nice day. You can having basic knowledge on JavaScript, then you will understand this example. I am using this ID attribute in this h1 tag my header. I am using that ID in get element by ID as my header. I am changing that inner HTML into have a nice day. When we'll gonna perform this display function means when I click on this button, on click is equal to display method will be happen, then the change text will be happen. What the text will be changed, the inner HTML of hello world will be changed to have a nice day. Let's I am clicking this on this change text. You can see up there have a nice day will be changed, the text hello world will be changed as a have a nice day. So like this scripting functions and changing the particular specific HTML elements can be done by using this ID attribute. Same as in class attribute also we can do by using the get element by class name. They can see here I'm changing that as a class. I'm changing this method as a get element by a class name. Then see the same example will perform here. Hello world will be there. I am changing on change text. I am not going to change. I think class name is very good. I am giving class name of my class. Syntax maybe followed. Let's see. Yes, I think this works. Like some things may differ, like ID I am specifying here. I am giving particular ID. So let's see the example. Is the content is changing. Likewise we have to use IDs for changing the specific HTML elements also. Same things applied by the class name also. Just try this example. This ID attribute is specify the unique ID for the HTML elements. The value of ID attribute must be unique for the different HTML elements. The ID attributes can be used for CSS and for JavaScript or styling things. And CSS, this ID attribute is a case sensitive, and ID attributes also create to HTML bookmarks. If your web page is too long, you can jump from specific page to the specific location. JavaScript can also access elements with the specific ID with the following method called get element by ID. By using this method, we can access to specific HTML elements by using this ID name. So like the things will go on by using this ID attribute, we can do lot of things in your web page, which is very useful for us to create a effective web pages. So that's all for today, all about this HTML ID attribute. If you have any doubts regarding to these things, you can feel free to comment in the comment section. We will definitely reply to your comments. And if you like this video, give a big thumbs up below, and share this video to your friends and colleagues to understand about ID attributes and many things. Suggest our videos so your learning process will be easy with us. So that's all for today. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon below to get notified each time when we upload a new video. Further concepts you will not gonna miss if you subscribed us. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.